What do you guys want to talk about?
Welcome to the A-Train Show. And now here's your host, the A-Train, Arlington Lane.
Welcome to this edition of the A-Train Show, the A-Train Arlington Lane. It's my special, kind of threw it together today. It's called To Edward on Fun Fan Friday. It's today is a crazy day, but it's a great day as always to be a sports fan, and definitely a day, where you can still join, have a great day today, folks. And that's all I really want to say about that. But I want us, this today is very like tribute-ish of sorts. Is that a word? But I want to throw that out there. Today would have been my good friend Edward's 42nd birthday. And those that knew him, y'all always seen like when we were together, it was like a brotherhood. Now, some of the pics that you're about to see is not going to look the best, but I definitely wanted to get you guys to kind of get an understanding and see it. So that's me and him right there. We were in the Bahamas. Wow, this is like 20 years ago. I've talked about him on numerous shows and stuff, but this was the guy that I really was looking at having a partnership with, career with, and I talked about him as many times as I can because he was instrumental on what I was trying to do with this media thing. We both went to the same school. Shout out to my HBCU, Alabama A&M University on the Hill. And he was one of the kindest brothers you would ever know, and helpful, very humorous. His laugh was infectious, and I was honored to be his roommate for a couple of years. We had numerous fun outings. A lot of times when we were together, we would have crazy outings, being outside and getting in some stuff, trouble, whatever. And this guy here had been like my guide along the way. And I know he's in heaven smiling now. He passed away 4 years ago in 2020 in August 29th, which is crazy because it was the day after Chadwick Boseman had passed. And here he is. He was in my wedding some years ago too. So I wanted him to be my best man because he was my right-hand man. A lot of people looked at, when you seen him, you saw me. And, him being there for me at my wedding was everything. And he loved him some sports. And here I was in his wedding as well. There's his lovely bride right there, Candace. They had two beautiful children, Josiah and Kenita. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. Just think about this whole thing, man, and being there for him and all of this. It has, I've had 18 great years as a friend with him, and him being the first friend that I had when I got to college. You don't have that too often. Usually unless you really popular and stuff, being by yourself is, you know, kind of the thing when you first get to college. It's a whole big, different kind of atmosphere and stuff. And yeah, that was the thing for me. And he was there for me during those times, man. And so I do want to honor you because my guy loved him some Madden. I loved it. And yeah, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy how was cool with this guy. He was cool. Like when I say the girl loved him, and to me being with this dude here, you know, I don't know. It was just wild to me, and I appreciate his friendship. A godly man at that. He was a loving father, brother, uncle to many, and I definitely wanted to take some time out and to show him some love about that. And you know, I appreciate him wholeheartedly as a friend. And he was a brother. You know, I didn't have any brothers, so that's one thing I can sit here and say about him, is that he was a brother. And I know he's looking down from heaven, laughing at me for all the things that I got going on here on earth. But I appreciate him, and dude, I miss you. I miss you more than you can ever know. And I wish you were here and we could, you know, cut it up, talk some sports, talk some wrestling, because he was a big wrestling fan. He loved him some Madden football. So, you know, he was going to have his hands on that next copy of Madden, wherever it was coming from, whether it was on PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I mean? He was going to get it. And the way the conversations we used to have, man, I would give anything to have that again with him. But today would have been his 42nd birthday, and my man, I love you. Always will, bro. All right, I'll take a quick time out. We'll come right back. We're gonna touch a little bit on the latest of what's going on in sports, and we'll talk some WWE in the second half. So we're gonna take a break. I love you, Edward, man. I really do. And we'll come back with more of the show right after this. Welcome back to this edition of the A-Train Show, the A-Train Arlington Lane. Appreciative of my guy Edward. One thing he loved was the NFL too. And a thing about that was I just seen one of his favorite teams was the New York Giants. And if he was seeing what was going on with the New York Giants right now, he probably would lose his mind. And if you haven't seen, let's go ahead and start that up right then till the Daniel Jones to UFL rumors, because Daniel Jones is now granted his release with the New York Giants, and it's kind of weird that they sat there and they gave him this big extension, and after he got benched and was put down, I think as the fourth quarterback on the roster, he was like, yeah, I'm done here. and New York is going to grant him his release. So the question then becomes, where is he going to go? And I was looking online and I just happened to see Dallas. Why? Why would you want to go there? You want to go from one dumpster fire to another dumpster fire? I'm not gonna sit here and have Denzel play gonna be in the UFL because ain't nobody that's worth $40 million is gonna sit there and say I want to play in a spring football league, because you already know these players in the NFL, they're looking at it as it's too good for me anyway. I'm too big, I'm bigger than the league itself. And 99 out of 100 times, you're right. You're bigger than the freaking league because they're in disarray themselves. And a lot of us is looking at that drama like, is that good for business or is that making the league look worse? So at this point in the season, considering where the Giants are, they're looking at draft picks. At this case, we're looking at another quarterback. You're looking at a potential with a Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. And listen, I love Cam Ward. I love Shedeur Sanders. I really love Shedeur Sanders. But if he does get drafted high, do you really think he's going to start week 1? Do you really think he's going to be that guy come week 1? Absolutely not. Ain't no way. And this is not hate against him. This is to signify, like, if that was the case, then Bryce Young would not be in the situation that he's in right now in Carolina, because they threw him out there because they needed a savior. And Bryce Cram, they set him up to fail. And so that's what's potentially going to happen with Shedeur Sanders if he gets to one of these teams, and he's going to be set up to fail. Now, in this case, this is all early because Shedeur is still playing, and we haven't seen what he's going to look like at the combine. I know the combine does not fully give a truth of what this player could be. This is more of expectations that you're looking at more than anything. And you know, when I think about that, I'm like, I guess Daniel Jones got what he wanted, man. So I'm happy for him. You know, go find somebody. Oh, my man arrived. I didn't think he was gonna arrive today, but he's here. And let me go ahead and throw him in. There he is.
Let's go. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on, sir? Hey, is that Zayla?
You know who that is. You already know. She, you know, it's the Thanksgiving break. Everybody getting out of school early, you know, and stuff like that. So she done had her little program, and this school is over for her until the week after Thanksgiving. So I'm going, nah, I gotta do something. Now we're gonna have to find her something to do in these hours and days.
Find something for her to do in these hours and days. You know, but
listen,
I'm glad to have you in, man.
Yes, sir.
I had to give a tribute to my homie, man. Today it marks 4 years, not since his death, but it was his birthday, and you know, it's been crazy, man. He would have been 42 today. And you know how I feel about my people, man. I got to show them some love and whatnot. And and one of the things he loved was the NFL. And this whole thing with Daniel Jones getting released because his favorite team was the Giants, believe it or not.
Wow. That was a shocker. Like we didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and you know, I was like, what you feel like Daniel Jones leaving the fray? And I'm like, I seen a post. I'm not going to refer to whose name was on that post, but the person was saying, Jerry Nathaniel Jones, don't you dare.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Leave him alone. If there was a team you could see Daniel Jones going to, any idea that you're seeing right now?
No, don't even say them. They don't even say them at all. They need a whole makeover. We need a everything. We need a whole team. As a matter of fact, we playing with a freshman. We playing with the freshman squad.
Stop it! I knew it. See, why am I keep hearing that from people, man? Like, listen, when you put it out there, you can't blame anybody but yourself. You know,
Bro.
You can't blame Dak. Dak is injured, right?
You can't. But I mean, it is what it is, and the reality is that it possibly ain't gonna get no better no time soon. So
now,
are you about to take a break? You about to take a break? Take a break real quick so I can give this man this money. And then I'm jumping back in.
All right, go ahead and do that. We're gonna take a quick time out. We'll be back after this. All right. On this edition of the A Train Show, the A Train Arlington Lane. Forgive my lateness. I had just make sure I got settled in back for part 2. But that was my thing with Edward. Edward was he loved the Giants. He big hater of the Cowboys. So when the good Reverend Doctor get back in, I'm gonna let him know about that. But yeah, that was his favorite team and stuff like that. And what gets me with the Giants has got going on, the state of New York in entirety, when it comes to football or professional sports, man, drama goes everywhere with them. It could be the Jets and the fired Robert Saleh, Joe Douglas, their GM, was let loose, right? And here we are, and we got Daniel Jones, and I'm ready to walk. The Knicks ain't doing so bad right now. They still okay. The Yankees had their loss, their playoff loss, and in the World Series and stuff, and the Mets had theirs. So it seemed like it ain't much to show for. They're winning, I guess, but there's nothing to show for. The football teams, however, not so much. And I can't understand it. I really can't. It's mind-boggling to me. A lot of people weren't high on Daniel Jones to begin with, and he got that big extension. And now he was like, I don't want to be here anymore. So what does that say for Brian Daboll? Daboll, however you want to call his name. What does that mean for him? That means his seat just got a little warmer in New York. Because that means he done lost control of his squad. You know, you lose Saquon Barkley, you lose Daniel Jones. So those were two core pieces that y'all saying that was for the future. And they both gone. So where do the Giants go from here? That's going to be the main question. And for that, and I can hear Edward now talking about something. Never just be getting mad and whatnot because, or laughing at the fact that the Giants are not going to be any good pretty much anymore. And he would be hot though as fish grease that the Commanders are outdoing the Giants at this point. But that's what we have right now. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns. I was low-key pissed, and I get it, they was playing in the snow and stuff in the second half of that game. If you caught it on Amazon, that it's like there's no real excuses for that. And the reason why I say there's no real excuses is because you caught up, you was able to, they were up. Cleveland was up 18-6. You catch up and you take the lead 19-18. Couldn't hold on. But Jameis Winston, Jameis cracks me up, man. Like, I don't think this is a real dude. I think this is a fictional guy playing as a real man. Every time I look at him and I watch him on camera, like he can't be real. Like, seriously, I'm so serious. And this is him from last night, being in the snow. This was his, and this is all courtesy of ESPN Sports Center. I want you to see this because this is hilarious. All by itself. Go for it, man. Say something.
Man, you know, it really was amazing. Like, I was just praying on the sideline because that fourth quarter, it really was like it was a whole paradigm shift. Like, we were playing so well offensively, and then bang, bang, back-to-back drives with turnovers. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, this is really an NFL film moment. The snow starts pouring down. It starts getting like I felt like my feet started getting heavy because I'm squishing through the snow. And man, it was so good. Man, it was so great to end up getting that win.
Shout out to Jameis Winston, man. What's going on, Wyatt? Good seeing you, buddy, man. I saw you at the Blues game, Wyatt. I saw you, man. Look at you. You know you can get the ladies, dude. There's a dude that I know got got girlfriend. I got a girlfriend too, man. Listen, that's a ladies' man right there. Wyatt Long, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Jameis. I almost want to play that back again because that was too funny to me, dude. Hey, Jameis is everything, you know. But do you know those? I don't know if y'all watch the show Love and Marriage Huntsville. Excuse me. Woo. I don't know if y'all watch that show. But he reminds me of Martell. If you ever listen to him, listen to Martell Hope. They both sound the same. It cracks me up. The good Reverend Doctor's back in the house. There he is. Hey, sir, did you get a chance to catch out the Thursday night game? Did you catch the press?
I did not, man. I did not, but I did see the results. I didn't catch the game, but I did see the results, and it was snowing. It's what I saw. It was snowing pretty bad. Where were they? Were they in Pittsburgh?
It was in Cleveland. They was in Cleveland.
In Cleveland. So I did notice I did see the game. I didn't see the game. I saw certain highlights, but I did catch a little bit.
I'm gonna play this back for you.
I
want you to see this.
Oh Lord. Who did it? Who done did it?
Hold on, let me get back.
Whole paradigm shift. Like, we were playing so well offensively, and then bang, bang, back-to-back drives with turnovers. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is really an NFL's film moment. The snow starts pouring down. It starts getting like I felt like my feet started getting heavy because I'm swishing through the snow. And it was so good. And it was so great to end up in that win.
Does he sound like AI to you?
It did sound carbonated.
What I'm saying? See, and people think I was crazy for saying that.
Hey, but they almost lost that game too, because them Steelers came back.
I was like, dude, why do you sound like you are full blown AI? Like you being created by somebody? Right? They just put you out there.
That is so funny, dude.
Say, hey, and I don't know if you know anybody that watches, the OWN Network and Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I know people on that show, but
yeah.
But he reminded me of Martell Hope on the show.
Yeah.
The way he sounded. And I'm sitting there listening to him, I'm like, if you put Martell in that area, man, I guarantee you can see him. You can see him and hear him right there. So yeah, it's funny to me that's what I got out of that. And I'm like, Jameis is just being his colorful self, and I'm getting he's gonna be one of the most colorful people in the NFL and stuff like that. But man, it was just hilarious to see that moment. And they did get the win. So and that upset me because I wanted to see Tomlin, because I'm tired of these Tomlin haters. I'm tired of them. They hating on Tomlin. So tough, man, because it's like anytime you see a Pittsburgh team, they're gonna win, but they never gonna go nowhere. But like I wanted that for them because he gets talked down so bad by fans, man. And if they would have won, that would have marked the 18th year in a row that they would have had a 500 or a better record.
Yeah.
So and that's still a mark that's his record. That's never been done.
Right. Ain't no way I would have been out there, brother. That snow was massive. No, sir. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I was sitting there cold looking at them. And it's 40, it was 40 something in Houston yesterday. So I'm looking at them like, I ain't no way I'd have been out there. I had on hoodie and gloves and a hat. I was covered all the way up in Houston in 40. So guess what I would have been in Cleveland?
Taking like a leap, man.
Well, I nipple warmers and everything, right?
Listen. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That I applaud those Cleveland fans, Kansas City fans that go out there in them open air stadiums and stuff. See, like people like in Houston and Dallas, they got y'all indoors, so that's great. I like that you got that. Oh yeah, in St. Louis, in St. Louis they got a dome too. You can't get cold in it, but ain't nobody playing in it. But that's a whole other story for a whole nother time.
I can't do it, Doc. Take me to the sun. I can't do it. My nerves are bad.
All right.
They be hollering about let it snow. I'll be saying let it know.
Okay. We're gonna take a time out. We're gonna come back. We're gonna jump into some wrestling, man, and into what we got coming up with Survivor Series coming up on next Saturday. And and I'm trying to see what is going on with the crew that they're trying to put together for this War Games match, these 2 War Games matches that they have. So we'll touch on that in just a little bit, less than a minute.
And that's crazy because I ain't even seen Raw yet. And that's not like me. That's not like me.
We'll be back right after this.
3.5.
We're back. Oh man, sorry about that. We're back. Look at the good Reverend Doctor. He got business he got to take care of. So I gotta get on my phone while he had it too, man. So see and make sure everything is being taken care of and whatnot. So
Bro, it's like a hectic day today. Like, I mean, it's everywhere. Do you understand me? I got people here cleaning my carpet. I got business to take care of. I got family trying to find out about Thanksgiving next week. Like, it's just a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm trying to be consistent, but duty calls.
You were called in at the 11th and a half hour to go play some keys. I saw that, dude.
Did you see that? You saw that they got me all on social media playing keys, man. Who told them to air that? Nobody told them to air that. Nobody even know I do that kind of stuff. I don't do that.
It was in the 11th hour, man. It was the 11th hour.
Yeah, they called me at the last minute. Hey, can you come play this song for us? No.
It's just
anything for my child. Yeah, anything for my child, man. Yeah, that's a secret weapon. Nah, it's a secret weapon that's sitting in the background. Nobody know I'm musically inclined. So now the world know. Now the world know.
Hey, and plus, man, you're 50 and you still doing things actively, man. That's what's amazing about that. I like that. Man, there's nothing wrong with that.
Try to be.
That's great. Yeah. All right. So we got this whole ordeal with the WWE right now. That this War Games match is cultivating, at least on the women's side, we know where that stands. Yeah. We know what the 5-on-5 with that, thanks to Rhea Ripley's headbutt to Liv Morgan. So as we stand, we got Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and there was one more. I'm missing somebody. I know I am.
Liv, Raquel, Tiffany, Nia, and
Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae. And then you got Bianca and Jay.
Bianca, Jade, Io Sky.
And Bailey and
Naomi.
Naomi and Bailey.
Naomi? Yeah. No, Bailey's not in that one.
No, wait. Who's the fifth?
Jade,
Naomi, Jade, Bianca,
Io, Rhea.
Rhea Ripley. That's right.
Rhea was the one talking about something. We got our
Hey, man. Ooh, that's a nasty team, though, man. Good Lord.
At least we know that match. What we don't know is the men's match. We don't know who the fifth member is going to be for Roman's team because there's a rift. And what's the crazy thing about it is Seth is saying to Sammy is that I'm not a part of this. I don't want to be a part of this because of what happened at WrestleMania, right?
WrestleMania, yep.
It's the same man that turned on his guy Roman 10 years ago. The same man. Which led to his push getting the WWE Championship. So
do you think he's getting in or not?
Because Bronson Reed is in it, I think it's going to lead to a circle moment. It's like, dude, let bygones be bygones and get into this match. Who else is going to get into this match? Who else is going to be, who seems fitting for that match? You have to put Seth Rollins in this. If you don't, it's not going to hold up the way that it should. And I get it. It has not been labeled as a bloodline civil war like we had wanted.
Yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
A straight War Games. Which means that leads more to the table when we get to Royal Rumble, Mania, okay, I don't want to dismiss Elimination Chamber, but you know what I mean, getting toward that. When we get towards those big pay-per-views, the big PLEs, so Seth Rollins just makes sense. But one thing that they have been going out and promoting is WWE on Netflix.
Yeah. I mean,
The time is here, sir.
it's we drawing to it. We drawing to it. I mean, I think I'm more concerned. I think I'm more concerned, man, though, because I wanna see how this how Netflix is gonna hold up. I think the NFL it should be the jumper of looking at what this is gonna look like. Because I'm afraid that they'll lose a lot of support if they can't manage it. You know?
So Edward was a big fan of wrestling. And I mean, right now, if he was here, he'd have been like, man, I think he would have applauded the bloodline, but he would sit back and he would say, I'm getting tired of all these little twists and turns. Like, can we have a story that can stay consistent that matters? Because this is a family issue. And I get it, there are other people that are part of the mix, but this ain't about them. This is about us.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Bringing in these family members, and maybe they're not ready. Let me find out that they weren't ready to perform. You get what I'm saying? And it caused a rip where it led to go back, rewrite things up, and saying, "Hey, let's bring in a Seth and a Bronson Reed." You said Bronson Reed was going to be a part of this mix.
I told you that.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I mean, he is a Samoan too, so I mean,
That's
partly.
Yeah,
so
he is partly Samoan, so that made sense to bring him into the mix. Now, what we're still trying to figure out is the Rock's place of where this is going. And
was there any signs of any of that on Raw? Because I missed it. You know, I missed it. So, was there any signs? No, I'm just asking for my own benefit. Were there any signs of any of that on Raw? Nothing.
I think they leaving that for SmackDown. They leaving. I
was about to say now we got tonight. So tonight we'll determine whether or not what's the result of the Paul Heyman phone disconnected, or there was no way to get connected to that. So I guess we're building the storyline to that, because that's a storyline within a storyline that will lead to. And it's been speculated that Paul Heyman is going to come out with The Rock. They've been saying that. Like, the final boss got to him and said, "Hey, I can pay you to be my wise man. The former wise man left you, and he left you to hang to be with Solo, for Solo to stab you in the back too." So I can see how this will spin. And the fight for supremacy of not just the head of the table, but for the wise man too, for the stake of the wise man. I mean, it's a great storyline. I mean, it produces a great moment.
It does, and I think what I'm nervous about is what that's going to mean as we get towards the Rumble and Mania. Like, they're going to need a fifth guy. Somebody's going to. We're expecting somebody to turn on one another, whether after the match is over or in the match. Because
are we talking about the men's side?
Yeah.
For SummerSlam or later on?
We talking about for
Saturday. Like Mania. Oh no, I don't see that, dude. I don't see that. I don't see. It's too early. It's too early. The reason being, I think it's going to be that big hit of The Rock coming out with Paul Heyman, and there is going to be now an additional war because he's going to bring in a group of his people. So it's going to be almost kind of like, all right, you won, you beat Solo or whatever, or Solo beat you. But this is when I did the 1, 2, 3, this was what I was talking about. It's going to be 3 teams, and those 3 teams are going to build our WrestleMania. You think about WrestleMania moment, though. You think about that WrestleMania moment being as great as it's about to be, with those 3 operating as, in the storyline. I think it will be even greater of a hit than it would be for it just be Roman against Rock, or Roman against Solo, or whatever the case may be. I think it'll be a greater hit.
Because the thing, I think what I was looking at is Solo has the
Ulafala.
the Ulafala, and
Mhm.
it proclaims himself as that. Like, I hate that it seems like that is getting diminished within this storyline. You know, I get it that Solo
Well,
has it, but it's like it's cheaping them. You
I
know,
don't know though. I don't think it is. I think they just haven't highlighted it as much yet because it's building the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain parts of it builds the
long-term
story.
storytelling. Long-term
Yeah,
storytelling.
long term storytelling. And I think it gives a better, because we still ain't had a fight for who's the head of the table, which
Correct.
is what the Ulafala is supposed to be for. That if that's what that's for, it's because it highlights I am the tribal chief. I'm the head of the table, which you give that fight its own entity. Right now, we dealing with war games where there's one faction of one side of the faction and another side. I told you this is all a replay of NWA. I mean,
NWO.
NWO,
NWO.
Wolfpack, and NWO originals. I'm telling you, this is all that replay.
What if The Rock recruits Jacob Fatu and he turns on Solo in that match, in that War Games match? Because remember, we've been sitting there for weeks. For weeks. He's
Now
been sitting
Jacob
there.
gonna turn. Oh, he gonna turn. He's definitely gonna
But he's
turn.
gonna remain a heel. He'll just join Rock's group and be his bodyguard.
Ugh.
I'm telling you, man, like the possibilities are endless.
What if he turned on everybody? Like, I don't want to be with nobody. And just started super kicking everybody and smashing everybody, just going through there, wrecking everybody. What if that's the case? Because remember, you got to go back to what Jay said. And why you pick him? Didn't we tell you that we don't fool with them no more? He said
Right.
that lie. And I'm like, yo, it's something deeper with why he's present.
Bring this back into the fold, yo. You got to bring that back into the fold, man. Like, it's got to come to the forefront now. That has to come to the forefront. Like, we got to know, why did you not want to fool with him?
Long-term storytelling. Because now we got to figure out why y'all never fool with them and why they such the rogues against y'all.
And why did y'all send him on screen? Why did you send him on screen? Why was he up there talking?
Even the Tongas. If you pay attention to the Tongas, they don't look like they mix well with the Usos. So it's almost kind of like that part of the family was always the ones we didn't deal with because they couldn't be controlled. They had no control over themselves. So maybe, again, long-term storytelling, this is their way of building that story. Like, we didn't deal with them because they out of control. At least we had some sense of control.
I'm waiting for the ultimate swerve. And I'm saying it here on this day. And the ultimate swerve I'm looking for is everybody in the bloodline goes against the WWE. Kind of like what they did with the NWO. And they going against WWE. And they just wreak havoc on everybody. And look, we got Netflix coming up.
Hey, but you know how crazy that would be? Like, they go through all of this WrestleMania and then turn around. Remember The Rock said at the WrestleMania preview show, he said, we family and we'll always be family no matter what. That's critical, because at any point they can all swerve and go, yo, the family, we run this brand and blast everybody on the. Now, you know how. Whoa!
Bring that to the forefront. I'm telling you, I'm bringing them things back. Hey, and the championship will always be in play. I want y'all to understand that the WWE title will always be in play. But can you imagine? Like, we've been wanting this for a while now, and we're gonna take a break. We've been wanting gold around the bloodline, the entire bloodline. So can you imagine? Can you imagine where that would
All
go?
of them. Oh,
Somebody getting gold in everything.
and we bring out the trips. You think about the tags, the trips, and the heavyweight. Ooh.
One final break. We'll be back.
And is
Right after this.
and the IC is the IC over there? IC is over. No, that's the US is over here.
The IC is on. The IC is on Raw, and then
Raw
US
and US is on, and the US. Give them all the titles.
We're going to talk about that crossover, how these crossovers keep happening right after this. All right. What?
Yeah, man.
We're back on this edition of the A-Train Show.
Yeah, we not back. We not back. No, we not back. Don't lie to the people. We are not back. We still gone. You see our faces, but our minds are blown at this moment. We're not back. We're not back. Don't lie to the people, Arlington. We're not back.
We're back on the show, but we're not back because
mighty God,
the weight of that we looking at with this core group, and understand it's 4 years running, man, and it's steadily growing and getting bigger. Because here's the thing, if we're being honest, I don't think Triple H and them knew what they were about to get themselves involved with this bloodline. Granted that they understood what the assignment was, but I'm like, they didn't know this was the magnitude of it was going to continue the way that it is right now. It's amazing. And I would have loved to heard Edward start on that, because he would have been like,
Roy talking about I need the link. He trying to get in the show.
He's trying to get in.
Roy trying to get in. Send him the link, Doc.
I'm gonna throw him the link. You can see, you're gonna make me give him 15 more minutes. God.
we got a good 10. We got a good 10. Cause I gotta go finish the some work around the crib, but
around the yard.
Anyway,
man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we trying to hang, do some things, fix up some stuff. So I had to wait until all the noise was gone.
I just sent it to him, so
yeah,
he come in and we'll see him in a moment.
We'll see.
But yeah,
that's deep, Doc. That's deep, man. Hey, and both of us had hair. We pull it all out right now. That's a deep thought. If to watch all of them have titles, I would then include the girls.
Absolutely.
Make it a big thing, Doc. Man, like, they don't understand how big this could really, really be. Like, having them have the belts in the beginning with Roman and the Usos, that's minor compared to the entire brand being belted in the bloodline. Every last one of them have something. That would be so nasty. It would be a first. It would be a first. It'd be a first. And it will make history in some sense. So Triple H, I don't know if y'all watching, I don't know if y'all listening, I don't know if Pritchard and whoever out there that's out there looking, I don't know what y'all looking at, but if y'all paying attention to the A Train, I need y'all to make sure that y'all call us because we need. I got it. I got a whole brand that I can help you build this thing on. I'm telling you, it'll work. Man, we can just go through for at least a half a year to a year, man, and I would let them get it and smash people and then let people fight them for it. And, of course they win, but then let them lose sometimes.
Chaos after the matches. Chaos after
matches. Chaos after, man.
Chaos after matches. I'm telling you, and it'll be. I know a lot of people look at that. This will be to nauseum, but guess what? What you got?
I got another thought. What if instead of bringing them all together, that Roman Reigns decides to make certain individuals the new. You know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going
with this. I think I know where you're going. Let me see what you say though.
Delta. What if they made them the new line of what Roman, Seth, and Dean Ambrose was?
You want the Shield?
Making them a new look Shield with Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tonga Loa.
Dude, this is the other thing I was thinking of. You know how they have it? They got the bloodline. If you want to run both shows, you'll have a bloodline on SmackDown.
Boy, man, you talking crazy, man. I don't think they're gonna ever do that. They do that, it's a wrap.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to see that more than anything. I gotta see what that look like.
Make them boys the new look Shield though.
See, and that's the thing, man.
Because they already killing people like that. Remember that when the Shield first came in, that when you hear Echo, when you hear, you knew that was coming. You knew when you heard. You knew when the sound came and they started running down the Shield's brand that they was coming out to do some kind of damage. And remember, they stalked the ring. The ring and they climbed up and then they smashed, man. Bro, they are doing the same thing already. Pay attention to Jacob Fatu and the Tonga boys and see what they doing. They doing it already, but don't use all of the Tongas. Go get Solo back to his original stance of being that dominant, I'm the enforcer. You let Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga go as that brand and kill people.
Now
and give them the Trips title.
You'll be surprised when I say this. John Moxley has spoken in low regard about AEW. Now, this is just fantasy.
Bro.
What if Moxley decides he wants to come back to Dean Ambrose? He want to come back because he likes, quote unquote, and I'm just using this as, listen, this is not true on what I'm about to say, but he has said in this regard, and it could be fiction, but he's not happy with AEW right now. Let's say Dean Ambrose does make a comeback to WWE. All right. And considering what's going on right now, you know who the first person he's going after. He's going after Roman.
Absolutely. Well, no, I wouldn't even say Roman. I would have said Seth. Only because it's remember Seth is the one that messed it all up. Remember, the whole entire Shield broke up because of Seth's turn.
A plan B.
Remember that. So really, honestly, if he came back, he would have beef with Seth. Let
true.
that happen for a little bit, but then have this turn in some sense where Seth, he's trying to beat up Seth and then somebody jump him. You know what I'm saying? And he don't like the fact that he's being jumped. And then it's almost kind of like I gotta help my boy. I mean,
That's
I don't
my
like
brother.
that, but that's my brother. And then
That's
they reignite this faction. But then here's the thing: I don't even think I want to see that. I don't think I want to see them reignited unless they was going to go up against a 2.0 faction, which you put Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tonga Loa together. Let
OG
them be the
Shield.
off-break. I'm telling you, dude, we've been
Shield
doing this. Bloodline holds this bag in their hand of recalibrating the NWO. Man, it just reeks so much of that to me.
Well,
Is
in
that
this case, you're looking at a lot of homages to different groups. You're looking at the Four Horsemen. You're looking at NWO. You're looking at the Shield. You're looking at all these different groups. Because comedy has been involved in this group, especially with Solo's case and Sami Zayn. So, yep, you're right about that too. So you're looking at it, you're seeing everything within it. And golly, bro, golly. I can't wait to Netflix. January 6th, ladies and gentlemen. 2025. Los Angeles, California. Monday Night Raw will be making
my eyes will be glued. You understand me?
Hey, I just like the fact that you're gonna be at the last Raw on USA.
It's my plan. Got my ticket in my hand, Reverend. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for it. Let's get it.
Hey, and they've already announced, folks, WWE Network is shutting down on Peacock January 1st. It's gone.
Let's go. That's all I gotta say. Let's go.
All the content will be gone. It'll be going to Netflix. And it's like, if you're a Netflix subscriber, you're good. If you're not, you're gonna have to pay for it. And it's what, $14.99 right now? But here's my thing. I ain't have nothing against Peacock. I didn't
either.
Stuff, you know, and it is what it is at this point.
My wife is telling me not to cancel Peacock because my original thought was as of December 30th, I'm no longer a Peacocker. I'm going over. Everything's going to Netflix for me. Yeah, I was canceling, and she's like, "Oh, I don't watch other stuff." And then I was like, "I'm gone with Prime Video too. Prime gone. Bye. I'm done with Prime. Netflix. What it is, you know." So
I gotta watch all the stuff before I decide to just drop both of them. So when I get that,
well, I ain't gonna drop it. I ain't gonna drop it until I see how it's all gonna work out, because I gotta still be able to kind of make my connections as much as I can.
Yes.
So
yes. Okay. All right. That'll do it for this edition. SmackDown tonight. We'll see what happens with the missing phone call. If that means anything.
I'm so excited.
We at the double taping stage now for WWE. So Mondays is a tape show. All right.
Yeah.
So be ready for that. And then the following Friday, I think, they're doing it back and forth, off and on. So they taping. They're trying to make sure them people get their holiday break when they can, man. So
yeah,
which is good. I like that. And then December 14th, I'm gonna miss that show too. I'm gonna miss that main event show. Golly, but
I ain't missing nothing.
I'm trying to catch it on my phone while I'm at the event. All right. So that'll wrap it up for this edition. Thanks to those that tuned in to the show. Edward, I love you, man. I know you're looking down from heaven, laughing and smiling at what we got going on, man. All right. Make sure you check us out. FuelSportsNetwork.com is where we are. You can always go to us on X. We got great things going on over there. You can follow us on Facebook at our new page. Facebook.com/Fuel Sports Network 25. The Sports Surge begins December the 2nd. You can catch them every morning at 6 a.m. right here on Fuel Sports Network. And then some new stuff with the X-Fan show is coming. So just stay tuned. All right. Doctor, thank you, man.
I made it in. And
Roy, I missed you. I missed you today.
Yeah, man. I sent him a message like, hey, can you jump on just because I got to jump off? He was like, I don't have the link. I'm like, well, I'm going to send you the link. Somebody will send you the link. Just get it.
I sent it to him. So, he
late. Don't worry about it. Right. We good.
Cool.
We good.
Right. By the time you get in,
all right. So I'm gonna call you tonight. So just get ready. I'm just letting you know that as of 9 o'clock, I'm going to watch it because I'm so interested in seeing how this is about to turn out. So I'm just letting you know you're gonna get a phone call tonight. So just be ready that I'm gonna call. Okay. All right. Monday I'm on. Monday I'm good with you. Tuesday I'll be in travel, heading to North Carolina. I'll be down there. Friday I'll still be on with you Friday because I'll be in North Carolina. So I got to find out what that time will be. But I leave and come back home Saturday. So I'll be in Monday and Friday. I'll be good. Right. And Wednesday, if you're going to do Wednesday too.
Absolutely.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
All right. So there you go. There it is. All right. We'll catch y'all on next week. See y'all. We out of here.
Peace.